Hey, this is HereticPlus, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. When I left you, we had just arrived on the beach of Slateport Town, or Slateport City, excuse me, and we're just about to make our way up through all of these trainers here. This is a great place before the next area to grab some levels, and we really do need them, because I want to get at least, probably all 3 to level 20 before our next big, challenge that we're gonna have. Mr. Muffins can go first because I think Scarab will evolve as well, but I want to make it as close as possible to kind of create as much shock effect as possible, I guess, if you don't know what we're doing. If you do, then I probably sound like an idiot. Okay, so most of these guys, they're all swimmers and sailors, so the swimmers will always have water types, and the sailors will always have something like Wingles or Machops. Fighting types and water types pretty much is all that they'll have. So not really hard. I would usually suggest in double battles to always try and kill the same Pokemon at the same time, unless you can just one-shot them both, because you can easily turn 2 one-on-one battles into 2 two-on-one battles, which, you know, or more, probably, but generally it's just a better idea to take an attacker out as soon as possible. It just makes more sense, in my opinion. So, get a little bit of that health back on Piccolo. These guys are nothing compared to the last gym in levels. Well, they're about the same, I guess, but last gym was just a strange type for our team to handle, I guess. That one was tough, and I think we're gonna have a little bit of trouble with the fire gym, probably, but we should be alright. Okay, yeah, so, man, if that was a triple battle, that would have been a problem. Okay, so probably another water type. Oh! Okay, well, I'm not an idiot. It's a Zigzagoon. But we're 6 levels higher, so... yeah, just one-shotting them. Tuber Ricky. Grown. Okay. Yeah, so this guy will register you in your Pokénav, and that's kind of how it works. Random trainers that you battle will give you their number. So later in the game, you can... either they'll call you or you can call them, and you can arrange more battles. Okay, so I'm gonna make these one-on-one battles. The 2 guys hiding under these umbrellas, or whatever you call them, parasols, I don't know. Simply because we want to focus all of the EXP on the guys that we want to level. From these 2 battles, Mr. Muffins will probably evolve, actually, so that's pretty exciting, I guess. I've been waiting for that for the entire series so far. After about probably the 5th or 6th episode, he kind of lost all of his awesomeness aside from picking stuff up. Which kind of reminds me, we planted, I think, some berries back by Slateport Town at about, well, maybe 4 or 5 episodes ago, which we haven't been back to, so I'm gonna probably, in the next few, it's not too important to do it now. We have the entire game to stock up on those, but I'll probably show you going back to get them once, and then just off-screen the rest of them, for like probably the entire series, just because it'll be the same thing every time. It's nothing too special, but I want to have as many of those as possible, at least. So, Azurill is one of the first, I guess, baby Pokemon that you'll find in the entire game. Oh, crap. In the entire game. Basically, the idea is that the level 1 evolved form is still Meryl, but all of the baby forms that you'll get from... you can catch some of them, I think, but mainly from breeding when the new Pokemon hatches or whatever. It'll be the baby form if one exists. And the babies will always evolve from friendship, which is basically you walk around with them, you get them to like you, you don't make them hurt or poisoned or whatever all the time. And my goodness, that's really gonna kill our attack. And eventually, when they like you enough, they'll just randomly evolve. This usually happens. This can usually just happen for being on your team for a long time. Levels has nothing to do with it at all. I don't think, at least. There we go. Yep, so another Pokénab register, and was that the last one? Wasn't... okay. She battle us? This is the soda shop I was talking to earlier, and there's quite a few trainers in there too, I think, but before we go in, let's just find out that there's nobody else on this beach that, he talks about polluting the sea, blah blah blah. Kind of Team Aqua's thing. So there's nobody else on the beach for us to fight, I don't think. So let's continue on into the soda, the concession shop that I was talking about earlier. Yep, and there's maybe 3 or 4 trainers. We'll start with them in the bottom corner and work our way around. They're not any better, I don't think, but I think their items that they use are actually soda pop. So slightly better than Super Potions, but we don't see Super Potions very much yet in trainer battles anyway. Baby forms are not worth near as much EXP as their evolved forms. Like this one. We should get a good deal more from beating a Meryl. Okay, before we finish this battle, let's just take a look at the stats of Mr. Muffins. Just keep in your mind, you know, his attack is 18, it's low. Most of his stats are pretty low compared to what he is. He really isn't all that special. But I kind of want to show that because after he evolves, I want to kind of note the difference in how much better he got, and I think that this battle will, yeah, definitely level up. Cool. So let's find out. What? Mr. Muffins is evolving. Okay. And unfortunately, he won't really look like a baby Wookiee anymore, like I've kind of joked about, but yeah. I don't know, maybe he's an albino Wookiee or something. More like a ferret. And there he is. It's either Linoon or Lanoon, I don't know, but since his name is Mr. Muffins, that's what we'll use anyway. So let's just take a look at, he got a huge HP boost, about, I think almost 20 points worth. And stats-wise, he doubled in attack. His defense remained about the same. His speed increased by like 16. So did his, I think his special defense raised a little bit. So he's still not amazing by any means, but he's definitely going to be a lot better. And he's the fastest on our team now, unless he gets an extra 4 speed from his next loot level. So now it's Ninkata that's way behind. So I'm just gonna show us one battle with our new Mr. Muffins, new and improved Mr. Muffins, and then we'll give some training to Scarab, I think, because he'll have a hard time leveling up. I don't know what it is about Scarab, but certain Pokemon just take a lot more EXP than others. Good examples are all of the fossils. Shoot, I'm just lost of things. Oh wow, yeah, that was a lot faster. Yeah, fossils will level up slower. I think all dragon types take longer to level up. Just certain Pokemon that they just want to be a jerk about. Okay, so Scarab, the weak link. Let's give you some attention. And after this fight, I think we're gonna have to call it an episode, because I'm running out of time here. I don't think I really have a time limit for these videos, but I want to keep them fairly low because our internet is kind of laughable as far as uploading and downloading goes, so I tend to get a little bit of anger if... Holy crap. I tend to get a little bit of anger if I, That's super effective against us? If I tank our connection. Why was that super effective? We're part ground. I never knew that. That's interesting. I never knew we were part ground. I don't know if he's worth... Yeah, we'll heal him, because he can probably win with his next attack. And this is the first point in the game where I really spent a good deal of money. Almost everything that we found so far. We'll sell some of the items that we've found with Zigzagoon but never really used. And just things like that, to buy as much soda pop as possible, because the stuff is just, it's just great. In fact, yeah, I'll show you the soda pop before I end the video, so I can just do the rest of it, off screen, without too much difficulty. We should have an easier time against this guy. We really don't have any good attack Scarab at all. I really hope that can change soon. Wow, he takes so long to level up. Okay, so last challenger, a poison water type. Tentacool is pretty cool, but I just didn't want to use him this time. I mean, if I have too much trouble in the future, I might snag him instead of something else, or someone like that, but only if we generally get to a point in the game where I realize that my team really was just completely nonsensical and won't work, but I don't think that'll happen. So this guy is the guy that we can buy stuff from. By beating all of them, he will give us a free half-dozen bottles of soda pop, and then we can also buy them from him. 300 a bottle, and I think super potions are 400 or 500, I'm not sure. But soda pop, yeah, heals 60 points apiece, and it's like a potion, basically, just a little bit better. So thanks for watching. That's all we'll do in this episode. Next episode, we'll push into Slateport, do a few of the story-driven things there, deliver our package to, I think his name is Stern, and hopefully move on to the next place. But we'll just see how the pacing goes and how it works. So thanks for watching. HereticPlus signing out.